My name is Kathy Gebhardt. I was one of the lead attorneys in the Lobato versus State of Colorado trial. I'm the executive director of Children's Voices, and with me I want to introduce the Lobato family. We have Taylor and Alexa and Denise and Anthony. We have some other members of the community joining us. We have Paula Stevenson and Bruce Coy and David Hinojosa, who is my colleague and co-counsel from MALDEF, and I'll let David introduce. I just want to thank you all for coming. I'm going to turn the mic over to Taylor Lobato, since she and her family are pretty much the reason that we're here. Today we had the arguments in front of the Supreme Court, where we are asking the Supreme Court to affirm the finding of the trial court that the current school finance system is neither thorough nor uniform, nor does it meet the mandates of the Local Control of Instruction Clause in the Constitution. But we'll turn it over to Taylor and let her just tell a little bit about her story and how long we've been at this. Since we started this when Taylor was still in middle school, her sister was in 6th grade, and as you can see, they are no longer in middle school in 6th grade. And let her tell you a little bit about the story, and then I'll turn it over to David as well.
Good morning. Thank you all for coming. My name is Taylor Lobato, as Kathy said. You know, this has been a long path to get here. It's very exciting to be here in general. As Kathy said, this started off when I was in middle school. At a great school, I was learning great things, really excited to start my future, get to college when I got there. And then I realized that maybe that path wasn't going to be quite as easy. That I realized that I didn't have access to some things that other people did. And not that that was a problem, but it was the fact that I had no way of getting them, that the school had no way of getting them. I ended up at history fair at the state level, which I was really excited about. I got beat pretty bad, which was fine. But the next year, when I got beat again, after I had tried new things, tried my best, worked even harder, talked to more people, tried new technology, I realized that I still wasn't at the level that anybody else was at. And not because for lack of trying, I tried very hard, and my school tried hard to get me those tools. It was just the fact that we did not know, the school did not know that those tools were even out there, that it wasn't even available. And after coming around the state, after coming to college, realizing that I was behind in writing, that I needed help in writing. I'm a junior at the University of Denver this year, and I'm doing very well, but because I worked very hard to get there. And because I've had supportive parents, I've had people to put me up to that level, to get me to where I am today. And right now, there's other children out there who don't have that opportunity. They don't have people to help them, and they need the state to do that, because that's what the state has guaranteed. Being here today, it's very exciting. We're hoping that the win comes in our favor, but that doesn't stop there, because even if the court does rule in our favor, we have a long way to go. The legislature has a long way to go, and it won't be a win until the legislators providing an education system that provides for every single student in the state and allows them to become the people of society that the state of Colorado needs, and that will be the workforce and the future that is for the state of Colorado. So I thank you again for being here, all of you, and yes, go ahead.
It's pretty extraordinary that someone at that age would move forward realizing that perhaps you weren't going to get the opportunity that a lot of other students were. How did it evolve to you being here today before the state Supreme Court?
That's a long process. But I didn't know that I wasn't receiving those opportunities at the very beginning. And when my eyes were open to it, I realized that to be in this unique opportunity, to have Kathy come, to have my school have my back, and to have my parents support me, and to have that support by all of these different people, what a unique opportunity it is for me, not to represent myself, but to represent the students of Colorado everywhere. And for that cause, I have no choice but to be here. Because it's not right. And so who else is going to say it's not? If the opportunity is there for me, it's my responsibility, and I'm happy and honored and humbled to be able to do so.
Taylor, what do you think about the questions that were posed by the justices, especially trying to determine what is the definition of thorough and uniform? What do you think about just all the questions that they asked?
I mean, they're very relevant questions. I'm not your legal advisor. I'm still an undergraduate, but I'll get there someday, so I promise I'll be able to answer it better. But it's important. That's what we're here for. We're not here to have the court say exactly what should be done. We're here to demand the legislature to figure out what that means, and demand that the legislature provide, because that's what the Constitution said it should do. Yes. Thank you all again for being here.